Yo, what it do, people? Welcome back to the show. This is the Daniel Diagnosis 2.0. I am your host, Keith Daniel, and this is just a follow-up on this Little Durk situation. Of course, if you have been paying attention to the news, Little Durk was picked up, arrested. I want to say in Florida or Chicago. I forget. It was one of the two. But he was charged with unaliving a person for hire. All right. Now, more information has came out about this situation. And it seems to be that one of his own partners, one of his own OTF members that was locked up for 12 years, right? Locked up for 12 years. Wore wire on him, snitched on him. That's how they got the information. That's sad, man. That's sad. See, I want this message to go out to the young men out there that's consistently putting themselves in situations that could possibly put their life in the garbage can. All right? Understand this, gentlemen. The streets is dead, bro. It's over with. There's no loyalty in it. The persona that you're holding on to in these streets don't mean nothing. You feel what I'm saying? The world is tired of that nonsense. The universe is fed up with that type of nonsense. Understand that this universe is a karmic universe. What you put out there is what you're going to get back. You can't consistently sit here and do negative things after negative things and think you're going to get something positive back. That negative energy that you putting out here into the universe, young man, that shit gonna come back to you one way or the other. In this instance right here, first of all, I understand that we live in a gladiator type environment, right? I understand that we like to choose sides. This is a dualistic system. I get it. You see what I'm saying? Now, the thing is, with hip hop, this is where it became very dangerous. Like I said before, with Machiavelli, when he took his untimely demise in Las Vegas, the hip hop scene went to spiraling out of control. It went from sugar to shit. All right. Nothing was never the same. And what we did, and when I say we, I mean all of us that participate in hip hop, pay attention to hip hop, listen to hip hop, love hip hop. What we did was we wanted our rappers to be authentic. We wanted them to live the life that they were rapping about. We forgot that this shit was just supposed to be entertainment, y'all. That's where we screwed up at. The record labels and the execs capitalized off of that, and they wanted those type of artists as well. Why? Because they were the one investing into this privatized prison system. So they were winning two times on people. They were selling the records. They were getting the money off these 360 deals, and then they were getting money off the prison system because you young men that were going out there emulating these rappers were getting y'all ass locked up. And they was getting money off of that because the stock prices were rising. You feel what I'm saying? When we forgot that this shit was entertainment, and we forgot that this shit wasn't supposed to be no different than the WWE, that's the moment we effed up. That's it, in a nutshell. Now, you fast forward to present times, or over the last few years, drill music, and look, man, I know I don't like to be the pot calling the kettle black, but drill music really was some real life demon time type shit. Let's just call a spade a spade. When you spinning bins and killing somebody, come back, get in the studio, make a song about it, telling folks you smoking on the pack. What did we think was gonna happen here? And then you think that the people that you have around you, in your circle, in your clique, y'all really on some mob shit. And you ain't. Because when it comes down to it, of all this situation, so we seen that when the shit hit the fan, people gonna do what's best for them, and they don't care who they throw up under the bus. Point blank, period. They don't care who they throwing up under the bus. This man was locked up 12 years. They probably went to this man like, hey, we can cut some time off your sentence. If you do X, Y, and Z, we can let you out right now. Shit, I guarantee you, he said, give me the Y. What you want me to do? He ain't never did nothing for me. He out there living his best life, balling, stacks of money on the floor, always seeing them fresh, riding in the nicest rides, vacationing here, always seeing them on TV. You locked up because you chose to rock, because you chose to do something for this man and ride for this man in some situation, and that's 9 times out of 10 why you got the 12 years. All this is allegedly now. I don't know anything for sure. I'm just speculating, all right? So you're feeling some type of way while you behind the walls. And you think that he don't have no envy in him? You think he don't feel betrayed some type of way? Listen, man, that's the way of the world. That's why it's not good to be out here putting out this negative energy, betraying this negative persona. Because again, the universe gonna give you what you ask for, period. So young men, just all understand that, man. Like, it's okay to change. Me and my partner were having a conversation last night, man. And, we both come from the same walks of life, same neighborhoods and everything. We didn't actually, we tight, we kick it. You see what I'm saying? We don't talk often, though. I don't think no grown man need to talk to another grown man every day. You know what I mean? Like, there's something's wrong in that picture, especially when you get our age. But when we do talk, we just pick up where we left off at. And we understand that. But what the conversation was, it was basically talking about some of our partners that's still stuck on stupid. And I'm not talking about them. I'm just calling shit for what it is. What do I mean by being stuck on stupid? They're still holding on to this persona that they made for themselves because they're afraid to try anything different. And that's dangerous. That's stagnation at its finest. Like, you can't be mad at people that you used to run with for changing their lives for the better when you have the same opportunity to do it for yourself, but you just choose not to. See, success is a choice. Success isn't something that is guaranteed for everybody. Success is a choice. The thing is, are you going to make the correct decisions when given choices in order for you to be successful? Change is a choice. When presented with certain choices, are you going to make the correct decisions in order to be the change that you want to see? Or are you going to listen to the expectations of others? Are you going to fall for the peer pressure of the groups that you around? I know it's a lot of you young niggas out there. You question yourself every day because you in a tough neighborhood. The groups you run with are tough, this, that, and the third. And you don't see no way out because that's all you know. I'm here to tell you, man, that was always the way out. You ain't got to go outside that door. You ain't got to go hang with them just because you used to hanging with them and just because you stay where they stay at. No, you can find you something different to do. You can get in front of your camera just like I'm in front of mine right now and make some damn YouTube video, bro. You can pick up a book. The internet is wide open to do whatever it is that you want to do. Figure something out. We're living in the age of information, man. Information is not kept from anyone anymore. This matter of fact, we're at a point to where it's too much damn information out here, if you ask me. See what I'm saying? So to me, there's no excuse. Right now, our young men, my generation as well, even the generation before me, we're choosing to be the way that we are. We're choosing not to evolve and to be something greater. We're choosing to put this negative energy out here in the universe, and then we get mad because it smack us in our face. Excuse me. I'm just being honest with you, right? So understand that We don't have to be this way no more. Durk didn't have to do the shit that Durk did. Durk chose that. He chose that path. It's not talking about him. And, you know, everything is alleged. We're living in a system that we're innocent until proven guilty, supposedly. So I'm not condemning him. But if we're just looking at everything as it's presented, it's a big problem here. If we're going to listen to the music and we're going to say that he is the person that he portrays himself to be in his songs, what are we talking about? Because again, we did this. We talk about rappers that ain't who they say they is in their songs. Because we want them, every time we see them, to be this character that they have built up. But I guarantee you, the smarter ones, they ain't nothing like the shit that they rap about. I'm gonna give you an example, and I don't know this for sure. This is just my speculation. Do you think Future take drugs the way he rap about drugs? See, common sense would tell a person that there is no way that man could be that healthy, that successful, and moving the way he moved if he was doped up all the goddamn time. But guess what we do? We want Miley's and Percocets all motherfucking day. Why? Because Future rap about it. And we want to be like Pluto. You see what I'm saying? And it ain't no knock on Pluto. That's what he choose to put out though. You see what I'm saying? Like, we have to be able to separate entertainment from reality. And we got to stop holding our entertainers to a point of, yeah, you got to be this way. And if you're not this way, well, we're going to shame you. We're going to counsel you. We're going to talk about you and this, that, and the third. See, we can't, like, I guess my point is, us as consumers, we're just as guilty as the entertainers that put out the garbage. If we weren't consuming the garbage, why would they put it out though? You see what I'm saying? Don't get it twisted. I like the music too. That shit be riding, especially when I'm in the gym. But I can't listen to that shit all day. That shit do something to me. I'm for real. Like if I listen to hip hop and rap music, especially the shit that coming out these days, if I listen to that shit all day long, man, I'll be ready to nut up. Shit. You know, because it's magic almost. See, we don't understand that when we listen to certain things all the time, and then we chant the lyrics of it, sing the hook on the song over and over and over again, it becomes a mantra. And then that mantra, it affects your alpha state. And now it's in your subconscious. And now since it's in your subconscious, if you know anything about psychology, your subconscious is in the driver's seat a lot more than you think. So subconsciously, you want some negative shit and you don't even know it. Now your wife can ask you, or your girlfriend can ask you why you ain't buy no bread at the store, and you want to knock her head off because she simply asked you a reasonable question on why didn't you buy the bread when she told you to buy the bread before you left the fucking house. And now you on all these drugs and shit like that. And so now you having mood swings and shit. And why? All because you were trying to emulate something that you're hearing and you're seeing on the TV and on the radio. Stop me when I'm lying. So we got to catch this shit, y'all. So me personally, I'm here for all this shit because it's not the fact that I don't feel empathy for the people that's going through what they're going through. It's just like this. If I got gangrene in my finger, as much as I want to keep my finger, I got to cut the finger off in order to save the hand. Because if I let it get to the hand, then I got to cut the hand off to save the arm. And if I let gangrene get in the arm, I got to cut the arm off to save my goddamn body. So at some point, you got to catch what's wrong before it affects everything else. So when you see the shit that's happening to a Durk, that's happening to a Diddy, all this nonsense that's coming out and this allegations that could be true, understand that you can't heal what you don't reveal. You can't go to the doctor and say, "Doctor, I'm feeling sick." The first thing the doctor gonna say is, "What's wrong with you?" "I don't know, doc. I'm just sick." What the fuck the doctor supposed to do? You see what I'm saying? Give you a couple of Alka-Seltzers and tell you to take 2 of these and call me in the morning. Because you ain't gave them no information. That's the purpose, like even for my video, that's why I call my channel what I call it, the Daniel Diagnosis. We're diagnosing, like, what's the issue? Even with this situation, the title, OTF member worldwide. That's the topic, but I'm diagnosing what this issue actually really in details. There is no loyalty out here in these streets, man. Never has been. I remember when I was in the streets, man, my you know, and we had a mean ass clique down here where I'm at. My crew was mean. Like we did some dastardly shit. We're historical in my area. However, the leader of the crew was one of the most selfish motherfuckers I ever knew. Period. He might see this, and I don't care. He know I done told him to his face. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm a man. I'm a man's man. You know, I ain't no filth. I done conquered all that. The only fear that I done had, as of late, was building up the courage to do what I'm doing now in these YouTube streets. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm a private person. So it takes courage to come out here and give these type of messages and things of that nature. But truth being told, there is no loyalty. It never was no loyalty. Your best friend that said he gonna ride for you and die for you in the right situation will leave your ass to rot if it means he can get his ass away. Think about it. You done probably already been in situations like that, but you forgive them because it's like that's your pop. Man, fuck all that. That's not reality, y'all. That's not reality. Reality is, if you're with a person, you're with a person. And if you are truly trying to be a righteous person, you're going to tell somebody when they messing up. Like, I don't need nobody around me condoning my nonsense, period. I don't need nobody around me. That's one of the biggest mistakes I have made in my life, having people around me condoning the nonsense that I do. When I nut up and I be this dude and, you know, I become a Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde type person, it's like, yeah, boy, don't mess with him. He a Mr. Hyde. Egging me on like that don't do nothing but make it worse. I needed somebody around me to be like, hey, boy, you need to chill out, man. And the crazy part about it is I had people around me like that, but they weren't my peer group. They were my elders. You see what I'm saying? And you know how I go. We don't listen to the elders, especially when we get to a certain age. We think we know it all. But when you look back, hindsight's 20/20. You see it clearly. You see it vividly. And you be like, I'll be damned. Why? If I would have just listened back then, I would be a whole lot further in life than I am right now. And I know a lot of y'all that I done grew up with, a lot of y'all that's my age all over the country, all over America, feel exactly what I'm saying. And you scared of that. You holding yourself back. You thinking it's too late for you. You still holding on to the expectations of how the people in your community view you. And you don't want to change yourself because you don't know what's next. You don't know what comes after that. Bro, the only way you fly is to jump. The only way you're going to know what's behind that door is to open that door and go through. You're supposed to be so big and bad, but you scared of yourself? Come on, man. You can do it, bro. You can do it, sis. You don't have to continue being the person that you were. Ask your friends, man. And for my people that done made the change, made the necessary changes in order to better themselves, check on your people. Ask them about their mental health. You know, I know it can be cumbersome at times. Like you don't want to, and I don't even want to have a conversation with these folks because they be on some negative shit or they be on something else, right? I get it. Trust me, I get it. Because it's aggravating. It seems like you got to dumb yourself down and talk to other people because they still talking about the shit that you did 20 years ago. And you ain't nowhere near the same person that you was 20 years ago. But man, sometimes you got to come from on that mountaintop and you got to come back down to that valley because them folks in that valley need somebody at least explain to them what's going on, because they can't see. They caught up in the fucking trees and the bushes and the jungles. You got a 50,000 foot view and you can see. And everybody in the valley don't deserve to burn up with the fucking forest fire. You see what I'm saying? So come down sometimes and just be patient with people. That's what I'm learning right now. See, I'm not perfect. What I'm telling you right now is something that I have to learn to do. I've become a hermit. Like, bro, I don't deal with nobody. Number one, I'm super sensitive to energy. So if you want some negative shit, it's hard for me to be around you. I feel it. I'll get sick. I'm talking about seriously. Like I'm one of them. I'm clairvoyant. So it's hard for me to be around people, but I'm working on that. Working on getting myself out more. I just got a text earlier today wanting me to be on a panel for something here in our community dealing with the elections and things of that nature, right? I haven't even responded to it because I'm still up in the air if I want to do it or not. Knowing that deep down, I want to do it. I like doing things like this. But at the same time, I have trouble stepping off that cliff and letting my wings spread. I have trouble walking through that door because I don't know what's next. But guess what? I'm gonna do it. I'm being honest with you, because that's what life's all about. Embracing the unexpected, embracing what's next. But as long as you holding on to what you got, you never know what could be. And I think that's the biggest problem that we have in our community, especially black people. Like, we holding on to shit that it's not helping us anymore. When I was growing up, yeah, we could say that poverty, projects, food stamps, this, that, and the third, like we didn't have fair shots, yada, yada, boom, boom. Come on, man. Like, I'm being honest with you. I'm still in the same city that I grew up in. I'm witnessing it with my own eyes. That's not the case no more. If you're going through some nonsense right now, it's by choice. Y'all tried to crucify Kanye when he said that shit, but I'm going to co-sign that shit. That shit by choice. One of my homegirls posted on Facebook the other day, and it said that we are hood, gangster-ass parents that are raising suburban kids. I'm going to say that again. My generation. I'm talking to you. We are some hood-ass, gangster-ass parents that are raising suburban kids. Now, ask me this. Why are your suburban ass kids out here acting like they gangster when they know they ain't gangster? They don't even know what gangster really mean. They don't even know what hurting really mean. They don't even know what being poor is. You see what I'm saying? See, it's all by choice. We have to change our mindset. See, my generation, again, I'm talking to y'all. We're dropping the ball because we won't change the mindset. We still like to do the shit that felt good to us 20 years ago. Some of y'all started popping perks 15 years ago, and guess what you're doing today? Still popping perks. Stop me when I'm lying. Some of y'all still like going out to these goddamn clubs, and guess what? You look up after you done turned away from the bar and buy your drink. Guess who's coming through the door? Your son, your daughter. What we doing? But then we all want to ask the question of, well, what's going on with our young people in our community? What you mean? They ain't got nobody to look up to. They ain't got nobody to give them sound advice, because the people that they should be looking up to, they still doing the same shit that they chilling now are doing. We got to evolve, y'all. We got to change the way we look at life. We have to change our behaviors. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's just it. I mean, I'm a cool ass parent if you ask me. Me and my kids, we have a great relationship. I'm not how my parent was with me. But now that I'm older, me and all my elders, we have super great relationships. You see what I'm saying? We're able to talk about things. I'm able to cuss around them a little bit, not cuss them out or nothing like that. But we just are very descriptive people and passionate people when we talk. So we all cuss. It's just who we are genetically. But great relationship. Me and my kids, same way. Like, my kids don't cuss around me. Don't get it twisted. You see what I'm saying? Now, when they by themselves, they cuss like sailors. They can't tell me no, they can't tell me otherwise. You see what I'm saying? Like straight up. I know they be watching them in the house. My daughter, especially if Alabama do something stupid, my daughter let one out. You see what I'm saying? But she's her father's daughter. Like she is who she is. That's my offspring. So I get it. However, it's certain things that I'm not going to do around my children. It's certain things that I had to let go and be in the past just due to the fact of I wanted them to show me the respect that I demanded. And I couldn't demand that respect if I wasn't showing them that I deserved that respect. You feel what I'm saying? Seriously speaking, man. So, you know, shit like what's going on with Durk, I'm using this for a talking point because it opens up a door for a conversation that we really need to have in our community. I seen somebody post talking about, man, they locking all the good rappers up. Motherfucker, that's what you really got out of this? That, oh man, we ain't gonna have nobody out here to make no music no more. Boy, listen, man, let me unfriend you real quick. Bye. Like, man, you talking crazy. You talking all out the side of your neck. Do you not see the underlying problem with all of this? Matter of fact, you part of the problem, sir. Seriously. Do you not see this big ass cleanup effort that Mother Earth has going on right now? Can you not see it? Are the shades on your face that dark that you can't see this light that's being shared right now? However, I can't knock it though. Do you, my brother? Do you? But just understand that we got to balance things out. Because when you start understanding exactly what's been going on and what has been hidden from us, what was going on in the shade and in the dark, it was dastardly. And you can't continue in a society to have things like that go on and think that this spaceship called Earth is going to continue to move. It'll self-destruct. The Earth alive. And just like your body, when it gets sick, it gets a fever. And when that fever happens, guess what it do? It kill off all the bullshit that's making you sick. And when the fever leaves, 9 times out of 10, you feel better. That's all that's going on in the earth, y'all. And some of us are white blood cells. Some of us are bacteria. Some of us are red blood cells. Everybody serving their part. I'm just here right now in this video, I guess, being a white blood cell. I'm just trying to tell you, again, diagnose what's actually going on from what you're seeing. It's bigger than rap. This is an issue. This is a problem. So I'm going to digress because today my daughter's birthday and I got to go check her out. If I don't, my Mother Earth, my wife, she might cut me off. Hell, I don't know. I just got to do what I'm told around here. All right. So with that being said, man, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to grow it, man. I'm trying to, step in my path, walk into my purpose. You know what I mean? Walking in the light. It's been a pleasure. Another video coming a little bit later on when I get a little more downtime. Again, subscribe, share, like. This is Daniel Diagnosis. I am your host, Keith Daniel. Till we meet again, good people. Peace.